Jillian from Family Guy has been described as beautiful, but a bit of an airhead.
How do I know if I'm Jewish?
Are you Jewish?
No.
There you go, sport.
Thank you!
But while she's not the sharpest tool in the shed, she is one of the sweetest characters in the town of Quahog. So much so, it almost makes up for the fact that it's population douchebag. Hi, I'm Lydia, and this is the complete timeline of Jillian from Family Guy.
Derek, look!
Ah, how do you like that?
But first, do me a favor and click that like and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. And as a very special thank you, here is a very cute picture of a bunny. Her first appearance. We first meet Jillian in season 5's episode Whistle While Your Wife Works, when Stewie gets suspicious that Brian is hiding his new flame from him, and so the baby follows the doggo to Jillian's apartment. At first, Stewie is confused as to why Brian would hide this beautiful woman away from everyone. That was until she opened a big old dumb mouth.
I just wish they didn't have to kill so many lemons to make it.
Oh, this is fun, huh?
Stewie then invited Jillian around to meet the family, with Peter and Chris taking an instant liking to her, which does make a bit of sense, considering the pair of them both kick around the same old brain cell. You see, this arrogant pooch has always considered himself to be rather intelligent, and was ashamed that he was dating someone who he deemed intellectually inferior. Brian came to the realization that they weren't quite right for each other, deciding to finally end things. Right until she dropped her towel. Jillian and Brian break up. Despite Brian's reservations about their relationship, the two continued seeing each other and were pretty steady for a short while. During this time, Jillian got closer to Brian's family and formed a cute father-daughter relationship with Peter Griffin.
Well, you need to just lay it on the line with him. Either he commits to you or you're gone.
It was really Peter who convinced Brian to get serious with Jillian, encouraging him to give their relationship a real chance, and so they decided to move in together. At first, everything seemed to be going quite smoothly, but when Brian let slip they never actually wanted to move in with her, she was heartbroken.
Oh my God! I've never felt so stupid!
Really?
She dumped the dog and Brian was crushed. After some time, he realized just how much he liked spending time with her, so would go on to knock on her door to win her back, only to discover she had already moved in with Mayor Adam West. She disclosed to him that he had let her down far too many times, and his chances were finally up.
Please don't send me away.
I have to. You broke my heart.
Jillian finds a new man. Despite previously believing he was above her, Brian was still hung up on his ex, so his feelings only spiraled when he discovered that she's to be wed to a man named Derek. But what really grinded Brian's gears was that her new man was absolutely perfect in every single way. He was smart, accomplished, and as he'd later find out, well endowed too.
Oh, come on!
Dating celebrity Lauren Conrad, a woman far more intelligent than him, made Brian realise just how much he truly loved Jillian. It surpassed intellectual compatibility. So, in a last-ditch effort to win her back, he crashed her wedding. But yet again, she kindly let him down.
I'm sorry, but I'm in love with Derek now.
She married Derek, and Brian had to watch the love of his life marry someone else. Now, what I really like about Jillian is that despite being a little simple, she at least knows what she deserves, and that's not mistreatment.
You know, you really hurt me, Brian, and I can't let you do that again.
She maintained her integrity and worth, all whilst continuing to be kind, as demonstrated with Brian. Therefore showing she's far more mature than most characters in the show. Jillian becomes a widow. The time Jillian and Derek spent together as husband and wife was sweet, but their happy life would come crashing down in the episode, and then there were fewer. In it, the couple, along with many of the other Quahog residents, were invited to a soiree at actor James Wood's mansion. But the night would take a drastic turn when their host died. As the characters explored the house looking for clues as to who could be the possible killer, Derek was attacked and killed by a mysterious person, which was later revealed to be Diane Sawyer. What's even more tragic is that in the extended DVD version, it was revealed that Jillian was pregnant at the time.
I'm eating number 2 now.
Eating for two, honey.
Although this was never brought up again in future episodes. Brian's lost love. Even after all this time, this lovesick pooch still thinks fondly of the one that got away. So to help him move on with the ladies, he attended Quagmire's pickup class. But as we all know, Brian and Quagmire aren't the best of friends. In fact, their relationship goes a little like this. In order to get revenge on his neighbour, Brian used Quagmire's tricks to pick up Cheryl Teagues. This is Quagmire's one and only true love, and in turn, Quagmire fired back and dated Jillian. And so, during a very heated double date, Quagmire and Brian fought like quags and dogs, to the point where their dates had to pull them apart. The girls then realised that they were just pawns in their cruel game of tit for tat, and took their leave. But alas, Brian and Jillian would meet again when Stewie invited all of Brian's exes around to discuss his many failures with women.
Definitely pretentious.
And he's got a big ego.
But when Brian barks back, insulting them all at the same time, the gang chased him across town, only for it all to end up in one big sleepover. Overall, despite their ups and downs, Jillian had always cared for Brian, well evidenced when she attended his funeral. She looks pretty darn upset to me. So, what do we know of her in recent episodes? Well, her most recent appearance was in season 16, where we saw her working as a barista and tipped by Tom Tucker, all because of her rather large breasts. And to be honest, this isn't the nicest way for us to remember her. To me, I personally like her. Unlike Peter, who is both dumb and dangerous, Jillian is just dumb and sweet. And let's be honest, she's put up with a whole lot of crap throughout the years, so it'd be nice to see her finally get her happy ending. Tom Tucker tips not included. And so that completes the timeline of Jillian. What's your favourite Jillian episode? And is she Brian's soulmate? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.